Building safety, in my opinion, is so important nowadays because of the accountability of what we're building and who we're building for. And I think now that everything with the building regulations come into play, people think it's becoming over-technical and a bit overbearing, but actually it's the safety precautions that we should have been taking from day one. And it's really an industry shift of looking at, quick and cheap versus actually taking your time and building something that will last longer and actually be a place where people can live safe and happy lives. In my opinion, a slight misconception as well that it's just to do with fire safety, but it's actually more than that. It's also about the structural integrity of the building and other factors as well, such as environmental factors. So there's different gateways that have been introduced under the Building Safety Act 2022, and these are essentially requirements in which, in order to progress to the next stage, you need to have met those requirements. And that's really essentially to ensure that the building is safe for the residents to use once they're occupied. And the requirement is for buildings over 18 metres. And this stems largely because of the Grenfell disaster, where the building was over 18 metres, and tall buildings are more at risk when it comes to fire safety especially. So essentially the Building Safety Act puts these in place and has certain new key duties and key accountable persons that need to help fulfill those. So it really helps have a bit of accountability as well without those, which is greatly needed in the industry. One of the key challenges that we're facing in implementing this new act is the building regulator is quite a new role that's come from this act, and what we're seeing is a bit of a backlog in getting those approvals for those required gateways, and that's causing delays to development and then perhaps having buildings just sitting there empty when residents could be moving in.